working on a project called non-objective design. Non-objective design. It is called such because there is no objective. It's as if the project itself actually doesn't count, except for a grade. So if you don't want to fail, probably should do the project. I will be doing a demonstration for you guys, so if you feel the need to come close and peek, that's why I have chairs. If you can see the table from where you are, unless you have like problems with vision, that's okay too. But feel free to come up or stay where you are, either way. Non-objective design, here's how it breaks down. Think about whenever you're sitting in math class, right? Sitting in math, I'm going to pick on math often, don't tell your teacher. Whenever you're sitting in math class, right, you're taking down notes, 4 plus 4, 2 plus 2, pretty soon you start zoning out, right? You're not really paying attention. I like to call this little corner down here in the bottom the area of awesomeness. That's what I like to call it. I call it that because that's where you start doodling one of these corners, right? You're like, oh, Timmy loves Billy. And pretty soon you start drawing, you're like, oh, googly eyes. Yeah, this guy's having fun. I mean, I'm not, because I'm in math class, but boy, howdy, he's having a good time. You get the idea. So you start doodling down there, right? But you're not really doodling anything. It's not like you're, trying to create the next Mona Lisa in the corner of your math notes. You're doing a non-objective. There's no real point. You're just doodling. We're going to take those doodling skills that you guys have been mastering for years, and we're going to put them into an art-based project. Here's the dealio. What is this?
A heart.
A heart. A heart. How about this?
It's a star.
It is a star. Guess what? Those are objective-based. You're drawing an object, right? Objective. We don't want this. We don't want that. That's the sound it makes. If you should start drawing that, you should make that sound. Don't do that. Instead, we want random squiggles. Think, okay, here's a good example, right? Sounds kind of silly, but we've all done it. We've all done it. Whenever you're a little kid and you were crying, you're like, oh, Kelly's such a bad day. And you're pushing your eyes too much, you start seeing those squigglies, like the back of your eyeballs. Yeah? You know what we're talking about, right? We're going to draw squigglies, okay? But not just lines, because that's going to get really boring if I just do this all day, right? Shapes, objects, non-objective. Don't do a star. Shapes are okay. Square, circle, you get the idea. These, I'm cool with. We're good with those. But maybe I want to have like a squiggle that goes like this. Whoa. Whoa, craziness. And maybe I have this one, and it's going to go underneath of this one. What? What? Now what if this, okay, ideas are flooding into your brain. What if this was the same string? Whoa, Inception. Just got my brain. All right, so you get the idea, right? We're doodling. Doodling. Glorified doodling. That's really what this project is. But there's a catch, because really, there's always a catch. Again, if you can't see, feel free to come up. Here's how we're going to do. I have a stack of very tiny little cards here. See them? You can sit next to me. So we got a stack of very tiny little cards, okay? You're going to take uno of these. You're then going to take way cool pencils. Guess what? I got a pencil sharpener up front. I'm going to try to get rid of it because we'll talk about that later. But feel free to use the shapes, the squiggles, whatever comes to your mind. I don't really care. Truly, I don't. I just want this thing to be covered in colored pencil, okay? No white space. Don't do it. White space. Bad. So, let's say I start drawing. I'm doing a circle, having a good time. See, it's kind of sketchy looking. You see the little whites, you can see the pencil lines in it, What we want is something more like this, where it's a solid color. So feel free, I got a lot of colored pencils, color darkly. Darkly, I think, is a word in this case. So, then you're going to come up, you're going to get one of these big pieces of paper. Remember, one side is a little bit glossy, you can tell because your hand kind of slips on it. The other side is a little rough. Stick to the rough side, okay? You can come up, you can take a glue stick, or you can take rubber cement if you feel adventurous. I don't know if you guys have used rubber cement before, but the simple lowdown on how to use it is you apply it to one side over here, and one side over here. You let those sides dry. Whenever they get a little tacky, you then stuck them together, and they'll be there forever. In this particular case, though, I'm going to use glue sticks because it reminds me when I was like 6 years old. Brings me back to the good old days. So I'm going to apply the glue. So I'm going to do this for a little while just to add intensity to my demo. I'm going to stick it to the paper. Here is the key, guys. Don't put it in a corner. Don't put it in the center. Go like this. Go wherever you want to put it. Okay? You get the idea? Okay. Somewhere just off center, kind of crooked, however you want to do, it's up to you. I would suggest, while the glue is still tacky, to push it down really well. Keep in mind, you want this thing to be completely covered. Mine is not. This is a bad demonstration. You get the idea, though. Now, what we're going to do after this, instead of drawing it bigger or something like that, we're actually going to continue the project. So, let's see here. I had a green line going before. I'm going to continue said green line. Oh, genius. How does he do it? I'm amazed and astonished. I get it. But maybe right now it splits. Right? Well, it can do whatever it wants. It can do whatever you guys want it to do. Okay? Maybe it's got a curly Q. You guys get the picture. I don't need to keep doing this. It's all about your imagination. Keep the picture going. Color it in thoroughly. You get the idea. You're going to keep doing this until the picture frame is completely filled. I want 0 white space. Okay? No background. If you have a little bit of white space, you're going to keep it going. Okay? Think about it this way. Here's my design. I got a little bit of white space, right? Positive, negative space. Okay? Just keep adding more. If I put another squiggle, it goes underneath. Right? Add more. There's another one. Maybe this is a big circle in the background. Whatever you want to do. Keep adding until there is no white space left. Here is the big catch. I've been building up to it. I know. You guys are anticipating. I get it. Here's the catch. When the project is done, consider this, it's more of a fun project. It's more getting the juices flowing, kind of what we did on Friday, talking about what art is. It's not really an objective, more about getting the juices going. So have fun with this. Color darkly, I will catch you on that. I want to make sure that you guys are really filling this in because it will behoove you. Yeah, that's actually a word, behoove. Use that more often. Because the final grade of the project is we're going to plunk them in the front of class. We're going to stand about yay back, and we're going to look at them. And if you or I can tell where that little square is, it's not good, didn't color it well enough, it didn't blend seamlessly. We should be able to, if you accomplish the project correctly, to step back, look at this way cool, crazy, trippy design that you guys have made, look at it, and not have a clue where that little tiny square is. So, we're camouflaging the square with a non-objective design. Any questions? Issues, problems?